up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to be reacting to free agency reviews. I'm pretty sure that's what we're getting here. Hopefully, that's what we're getting here. And we're going to be reacting to, not me. You guys know what I'm thinking, how I feel about the free agency. Now, if you guys really want to know how I feel about every single player, go check out my grades. I did a video on that. But anyways, that's kind of how I feel about free agency. I think this was a very underrated free agency. I think it was a quiet, yet underrated, yet very necessary free agency. It was one of those free agencies where you're like, dang, we didn't get that one guy or a couple guys that just made you so excited. But instead, they filled out tons of needs, which as I did my mock draft, which you guys should also check out, that I just did it last video. I mean, look, we filled out, there's so many holes filled out, we just go and get playmakers in the draft. So maybe not the most exciting free agency, but definitely necessary, and I thought it was really solid overall. But let's react to what other people had to say about their free agency. Let's get this thing started. Detroit Lions have been one of the most active teams in the first few days of free agency. Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia have overhauled the roster with nearly a dozen new players coming in and several 2019 starters now gone. They did change it. They changed it from the coaches to the players. It's different. Most of the fan and Lion-centric media reviews of the early comings and goings in free agency have ranged from underwhelmingly optimistic to downright angrily negative. Okay, I think I'm in the top category then. I'm pretty optimistic that this was actually not that bad. I think it looks a lot worse, but being negative, I ain't that negative. I don't hate this. It seems the national media feels the same based on various free agency reviews, pieces that cover the entire NFL. All right, here we go. Touchdown Wire noted some of the reasons why the moves might work. Albeit, I got that one, albeit in a quite skeptical tone. Being compared to Houston head coach Bill O'Brien is about as low of an association as one can these days. But that's where they find Patricia. Oh, snap. Okay, it says, we have a late challenger for the worst Bill Belichick Dispo Award. Okay, that's kind of messed up. Let's hear what they have to say. Looks like Bill O'Brien might have locked up with his trade of DeAndre Hopkins to the Arizona Cardinals. But Matt Patricia is still making a late charge down the stretch to steal the title at the wire. I will admit, we've got a lot of Patriots, but I've already told you why I'm not mad about getting a lot of Patriots. So, if you guys want to know, just go check out my other videos. Sports Illustrated says, also lumped Patricia with the national media laughingstock that is Bill O'Brien and declaring the Lions coach one of the losers of the first few days of free agency. Fellow Bill Belichick understudy Matt Patricia also struggled his week, getting crushed by Darius Slay on Slay's way out of town. Slay is not the only one who decided to speak up either. This is true, multiple people did. But I also will say, if you guys are feeling down about Matt Patricia at all and you're like, wow, this is not good, go watch Duron Harmon, okay? I think Tori Petrie actually had a thing on it. I saw it on Twitter. You can probably find it elsewhere. You can see it on my Twitter if you guys follow me on Twitter. Watch Duron Harmon and his video or his Skype call with Tori Petrie as he was becoming a Detroit Lion. Just looked how he talked about Patricia. It felt good, all right? A lot of people don't want to be here with Patricia. I understand that. But at the same time, a lot of people seem to actually want to be here with Patricia.
I feel great. Matty P is such a passionate, great coach who, coaches with a lot of fire. And as a player like myself, I play that way. So I need somebody like that. I know how much he wants to win. I know how much he wants to bring a winning culture to the Lions. I can just feel it, and I felt it, on our phone conversation. I know what he's trying to establish here.
So here we go. Next up, the sporting news. Well, this is it. It says, broke down the moves on an individual basis. Some of the grades are positives, notably B for inking Desmond Trufant to replace Darius Slay, and a B- for one of the league's worst students by signing Jamie Collins. Okay, now this was a very short article. So what I'm actually going to do is see if we can get a Big V, gave him a C. I'm actually mad about that. I think that's a fair grade. I can actually respect the C. I can understand why people give him a C, but let's read it a little bit. There's only room for Big V. There's only room for one Big V in this town. Yours truly. But on a serious note, this acquisition left many Lions fans scratching their heads. He's never started a full season worth of games, and the most games he's ever started in a single season is 10, which honestly isn't that bad. Back to 2017. Sure, he'll only be 27 come the start of 2020 regular season. He turns 27 on June 16th. And in fact, be entering the prime of his career. However, I wouldn't have spent $45 million on him, even though only $20 million of it is fully guaranteed and all through 2021 according to Spot Track. Okay, this one is definitely one that I'm okay with, people being a little bit questionable about. I think there's definitely high upside. There's a very chance for this to be bad. Like you could have went a safer option with a guy Balaga, but I feel like you're getting an older player there that has the kind of just the same risk maybe Wagner does. But you're going with Big V, you're going for more of a risk. You're going with a younger guy that has less experience. So there's definitely a risk there, and I'm okay with the C there. I instead would have opted for Michigan State walk-on tackle Jack Conklin. Okay, I think everybody would have went for Jack Conklin. At least I would have, and the Lions didn't do that. They're right. The 10th highest offense tackle 2019 according to PFF. The Browns inked him for $42 million deal with $30 million guaranteed. Only $10 million more guaranteed than Vitae will receive. That's fair. That's actually a fair C. Jimmy Collins a B. That's not bad. Okay, so they're not hating yet. Jimmy Collins is a nice veteran linebacker with serious Patriot ties. He spent parts of 5 years in New England and experienced a major bounce-back campaign in 2019 while donning a Patriots uniform. However, he was largely unproductive in 2.5 years in Cleveland, which is very true. So the verdict is still out on whether he can be productive outside of New England. And it's only a reason why I give this acquisition an A and opted for a B mark instead. The good thing is, Matt Patricia, he was with the Patriots, so there should be at least some similarities on how the defense ran. That's why I think he'll fit in very, very well. I think this is a very good move. Now, Nick Williams a B-. I like this. So they're not hating too much. I thought they were going to go off. I'm not hating. It's okay. I don't know what I gave Nick Williams. I don't know. B- isn't bad. Williams' decent pass rusher recorded 6 sacks a year ago. However, he's never been a full-time starter in a career. He's already 30, and his role is not likely the best football ahead of him. He gets a B-. The thing with Nick Williams, the good thing is he's cheap. We didn't spend a lot of money on him, so I think, that's probably why I gave him a higher grade. Next up, we got Chase Daniel. A B, thank you. You know what? Can I clap it up for Sports Illustrated? I didn't think they would. I was expecting an F here, okay? All the hate. And Sports Illustrated gives him a B. Thank you, Sports Illustrated. Thank you. He's a decent backup, but he's only started in 5 games after 10 years in the league. Sure, he's better than the last backups, Jeff Driscoll and David Blau. However, he's no true threat to long-time Panther Matthew Stafford. He doesn't have to be. And it's why I couldn't give the addition anything better than a B mark. But he's not, I'm okay with that. He doesn't need to be a guy that's going against Stafford. Stafford's good enough. We don't need to bring in a guy to compete. We know what Stafford's about. You keep him upright and you get something around him, we're going to win football games. But, that's what the third string's for. I love this. At least I gave him a B. Thank you, Sports Illustrated. Danny Shelton, this has to be good. Oh, yes. See, look, y'all thought I was crazy. And I'm definitely more optimistic than Sports Illustrated is. And they gave Danny Shelton an A. Come on, man. Let's see if they say what I said. This aligns back acquisition of the offseason. I gave him an A+. So, A. Quinn and company need to find a replacement for Damon Snacks Harrison along the interior defensive line, and did so adding a 26-year-old in Danny Shelton. They inked him for cost-effective 2-year, $8 million, beautiful deal. A former Patriot finished with 3 sacks, 61 tackles, both career high marks a year ago. I'm throwing this one in. He's familiar with the Patriot system. Addition to cheap, he deserves an A grade. Thank you. Now, let's see what they have left. Let's see how many players they did. Okay. They're on Harmon and A-. I'm not crazy. At least Sports Illustrated's got my back. The former Patriot has played in a lot of free agency in his time in the NFL. In fact, according to PFF, he lined up in the regular season at the position 91.5% of the time in 2015, since 2015. And along the way, he's earned a 92.6 coverage grade. 6th best among safety. 6th best? Come on, man. I missed my hand. 4.8. Okay, that's loud. For basically a 5th round pick and we get a 7th. Come on, man. That's beautiful. Here's the thing if you want to read it. Do I have anybody else on here? Okay. We got anything else? Desmond Trufant. I'm gonna predict they gave Desmond Trufant. I should have been doing this. They already gave him a B, right? A B. B-. Okay, I think I already saw that. The veteran cornerback, they said, we saw it in the last one. The veteran quarterback, a first-round pick of the Falcons in 2013, has had a solid career, but his best football is likely behind him as he'll become 30. That's fair. I think it was a necessary move, though. I think it was necessary with losing Slay, but I think that's fair. He ended 2019 with a career-high 4 interceptions, but he only played in 9 games, shoulder injury. From all accounts, he's Detroit's Lions replacement for departing Darius Slay. And although he's no Slay, he should be a competent successor for the duration of his 2-year career. He inked with the Lions. Yeah, I think that's a fair way to put it. J. Ron Curse a B. Okay, they even got J. Ron Curse on here. I think I gave him a B as well. I'm pretty sure I just quickly gave him a B. The former 7th-round pick of the Vikings has some serious size, 6'4", 215, gives him an upper hand in guarding bigger receivers and tight ends. Scored the 4th highest grade for safeties in 2019. Okay, snap. Now, he didn't play in a lot of snaps defensively, but hey, I'll take it. I did not know that. Good stuff. Okay, overall grade for Bob Quinn, a B. I don't remember what I gave. I think I gave him a B or a B+ or something. Nothing real sexy about Detroit Lions acquisition so far. I completely agree, but Quinn and company have picked up some decent, talented players and are trying to overhaul the roster, and I think they deserve a B for their week. Can I clap it up for... Let's clap it up for Sports Illustrated. If you're not clapping at home, I don't know what you're doing, okay? Sports Illustrated, you absolutely... You did super well on this. Now, I think Big V getting a C, it's a little harsh, but I can understand it. But otherwise, I mean, you did well. Jimmy Collins a B, okay. Okay, I understand it because Nick Williams, I think you could have gave him a solid, at least a B there because, we only got him for $5 million a year. But I can understand. Daniel Stone, I'm glad you gave him an A. He deserved it. Jay Staniel, thank you for giving him a B. Harmon, thank you for the A-. You guys did really well. I think this was pretty similar to mine. I gave him a B overall, and that's kind of how I feel. It wasn't splashy. It wasn't like, ooh, snap. Are you kidding me? We just got that dude. But it's like, oh, we thought all these needs. Now the draft is going to be splashy. Go check out my mock draft. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'm out.